Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm in here piddling around in the garage. Of course, I'm still waiting on parts, but it doesn't mean I don't have to stop working. So what I'm doing now is I'm mocking up parts and seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. And there's a couple of things that are not going to work. First off, the ATI balancer we got is a 3-bolt for the pulley. And as you can see here, not going to line up. So yeah, we can probably drill the holes out to make it fit, but it's not going to look right with the rest of the motor. So he's going to get with ATI and see what they've got to offer as far as pulleys. To me, it almost looks like the old 3-bolt Chevrolet deal. So he's going to check with ATI and find out what's up with that. And then of course, since that pulley doesn't work, and this is all the old pulleys that came off this old motor. And the water pump pulley is not going to work. So now, I guess this old girl's getting a whole new pulley set up. But that's one thing about mocking things up. You find out what's going to work, what's not going to work. So piddling with that, and then I decided to go ahead and start mocking up the fuel lines. So we've got those mocked up. It took a little bit of fitting. And it's going to be tight here because with the manual pump, it's going to have to come down up underneath the distributor here and then down to the pump. But Kiwi's going to be running an electric pump on this, so I got to get a plate on it. And to me, if I was doing this and just running an electric pump all the time, I probably would swap this where this line here would be back here. Just kind of give it more of a cleaner look coming down through the back of the motor. Mocking up the throttle return bracket, and had to bend it and fit it a little bit to make it work. So now I can sit there and paint it. And I believe this is going to attach somewhere. I could be wrong, guys. So there's going to be a piece coming out in here for the throttle, and I think this hooks in just behind it. I really don't know what this is yet, so I'm going to do some research on that. Because like I said, I don't know everything. And right now, what I'm doing is a little prep work. This is stock alternator bracket that was with the old motor, and it was all dingy and rusty, so I got all that off of there, and you can actually read the top on it now. And the distributor hold down, and I got it primed up. Now originally the distributor hold down was chrome, and I don't think that's going to look good with this motor. I mean, because you got the aluminum going on, you get the aluminum going on here, you got the crinkled black going on down there, the valve covers are black. So what I'm doing is, and what I'm trying out is, I kind of want something that's going to hit like a satin finish, but at the same time kind of complement things. So I'm using black chrome from Rust-Oleum, and this stuff, I kind of like it. So this is the old return spring bracket, but I kind of like the way it looks. You know, it's not too black, and it's got just enough of a sheen on it. Let me see if I can bring it over here. So this is where it would have went. But to me, it kind of complements the colors. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. And it looks good against the orange. So that's going to be the color I'm going to be painting these brackets. So right now, I got the first coat of primer on there, and I think it's tacked up just enough to where I can spin these over. Let me get this alternator out of the way. And get that side primed, which I'm almost out of, so hopefully I got enough to finish this up. So I'm gonna try to do this and hold the phone at the same time. Yeah, she's just about out. So we'll let that set up and dry. And as soon as that dries, we'll lay down the first coat of the black chrome. Then you can kind of get a better idea what I'm talking about. So now we got the first coat of black chrome on here. It almost looks like a gray, but like a dark metallic. So the more coats you put on it, the darker it'll get. So I'm trying to find that happy medium, but I think it's going to complement the motor. So we'll let that dry for a second, or let it flash for a little bit, and we'll put the second coat on it. All right, guys, I got the first coat on it. It was dry enough to put back on, kind of give you an idea what I'm going for. I can either go a little bit darker with the color. I kind of like where the color is right now, and I think it just sets the motor off a little bit better. So this is the alternator bracket. And the distributor hold down bracket. So I'll end up doing it with this return spring bracket. This is actually one that's going to be going on the motor, but I just wanted to test spray it with the other one. So I mean, a little bit of accenting goes a long way on doing a motor, and it doesn't cost a whole lot to do. So let me know down in the comments if you like the color, if it needs to go a little darker or what. But so far I'm happy where it's at. So other than that, guys, I'm getting back to it. See you down the road.